Part of the allure of the Pokémon games, especially in earlier generations, are the countless obscure features that are not explained to the player. While this is not ideal for building a competitive team, this approach does create an air of mystery that encourages exploration. The player is incentivized to travel off the beaten path with the hope of discovering something new and exciting, be it a rare Pokémon, special items, or simply an interesting story. But these discoveries, while enjoyable, pale in comparison to the thrill of finding the many glitches in these games. There's just something so enticing about performing a glitch, engaging in something the game developers never intended. It's like magic in the world of the game. Of course, not all glitches are created equal. Many are insignificant, and others even act as additional obstacles to avoid. But occasionally, a glitch is discovered that changes the way the game is played entirely. One such glitch in Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire stuck with me, starting a 3-year obsession. I will refer to this as the Latios encounter glitch. The earliest mention of this that I could find comes from an anonymous thread in the Japanese forum 2channel posted in 2012, a full decade after the game's release. The initial poster laid out each step to execute a glitch that allows the player to catch other trainers' Pokémon, which are as follows. Fight a trainer with the Pokémon you want to catch. Lose the battle against that Pokémon. Encounter the roaming Latios and Latias immediately after whiting out. Defeat the roamer, and once it faints, the Pokémon you lost to earlier will reappear, except this time, you can catch it. A couple years later, in August of 2014, video proof of this glitch was uploaded by G. Mizuka on Japanese Ruby. Around the same time, those interested in the glitch, such as Sailor Jupiter and Chickasaurus GL, tested other language versions of Ruby and Sapphire and confirmed that it was present in all of them. In the following year, Chickasaurus released a video demonstrating the glitch for an English-speaking audience. Since then, however, the glitch remains relatively obscure with only a handful of other channels covering it that I could find. I first learned about it after watching Chickasaurus' video back in 2019, and a thought occurred to me. Could one use this glitch to hunt shiny Pokémon in the Battle Tower? But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, let's break down exactly what this glitch is and how it works. In the Generation 3 Pokémon games, information about the player's party is stored in the game's Random Access Memory, or the RAM. Any changes to the party, such as the experience and levels gained, Pokémon caught or removed, will show up in memory. The same is true for the enemy party's information. Whether it's a wild Pokémon or another trainer's team, each Pokémon's information is called and stored in a similar address and remains there until it is updated by another battle. When this occurs, the enemy party slots are wiped and replaced with the new ones. As long as the player doesn't reset their game or start another battle, the enemy party information will remain stored indefinitely. But there are 2 Pokémon that break this rule, the roaming Latios and Latias in the post-game. To find a roamer, the player must search through wild encounters across the map until they happen upon it by chance. When found, the roamer will immediately flee from battle unless stopped by a trapping move, knocked out, or caught. What makes roamers special is that they retain their status between battles. Say the player encounters Latias for the first time and manages to paralyze it and knock it down to half health before it's able to flee. Should the player encounter Latias again, it will still be paralyzed and has that same HP. If the roamer's information was stored normally, it would be reset when the player started another battle, which is likely to happen since the roamer is not exactly easy to find. So the game developers created a different address for the roamer to ensure that everything remained consistent. This is where it gets interesting. Because the roamer's information is stored separately, it only overwrites the first slot of the enemy party in memory, not all 6. So if we battle a trainer with more than one Pokémon and battle the roamer right after, the game will preserve any Pokémon in slots 2 through 6. If the Pokémon you want to steal is sent out first, then you're out of luck. These other Pokémon, though, are still inaccessible as long as the Latios or Latias is on the field, so we have to get rid of it. You might be thinking that a phasing move like Roar or Whirlwind could work, but the game still sees this as a wild battle, and those moves are coded to end wild battles when used. Thus, the only way to access these other Pokémon is by feinting the Latis, essentially trading the roamer for whichever Pokémon you want since the roamers don't respawn. But this is not as bad of a trade as you think because these roamers have terrible stats. Their individual values, the innate base stats ranging from 0 to 31, are not retrieved correctly by the game, resulting in a normal HP, a max attack IV of 7, and the rest are 0. Regardless, this does mean that the glitch can only be performed once per save file, so if you want to catch more than one Pokémon, you need to play through the game again. Now that we know what the glitch is, let's talk about the Pokémon you can catch with it. As I said before, any previous battle party will be stored in memory, including those from random trainers, Elite Four members, and even other players' teams battled for mixing records. Before you go catching Steven's Metagross though, there's a big caveat I need to point out. Obviously, you were never meant to catch these Pokémon, so the game sometimes doesn't know what to do with them. Unlike wild encounters, most trainers' Pokémon have their own trainer ID and secret ID values assigned to them. Every player is assigned a TID and SID upon starting a new game, and these values, in addition to the Pokémon's personality value, or PID, provide necessary information the game uses to create each Pokémon. When you catch a Pokémon that has a combination different from yours, it causes the game to fail some checksums and corrupts the Pokémon's data structure. To deter hacking, the developers implemented a system in which corrupted Pokémon transform into bad eggs. These are just like regular eggs, except they don't hatch and they're nearly impossible to get rid of. Kind of defeats the purpose of doing all of this in the first place. Thankfully, the Pokémon from the Battle Tower follow different rules. We don't currently understand why this is the case, but teams in the Battle Tower are generated referencing the player's ID and SID, rather than assigning a new one. This not only means that we can catch them just fine, but we can also find them shiny at a rate of 1 in 8,192. This has been the source of frustration for countless players over the years. Finding an uncatchable shiny isn't fun as it is, but losing your win streak to a shiny Seeking's Horn Drill? That's another level.
No. Wait.
Making these unobtainable shinies catchable, even using a glitch, is what got me so excited about the whole concept. I was about to search for the one thing everyone else dreaded to find. Unsure if anyone had ever done this before, I began my first hunt in the fall of 2019. Every once in a while, I'd grind out battles for a few hours on my Game Boy SP, until my streak ended or I just got tired of the one-hit KO moves landing. I knew that knocking out each Pokémon was going to be slower than regular encounters, so I wasn't expecting to find anything quickly. As several months passed, I kept at it, and I didn't find anything until March of 2020. I was sitting at my desk towards the end of my shift at work, and I thought I'd do a handful of battles. That's when I ran into a lime green Dodrio in the opponent's second slot. Doing my best to not make a scene, I fumbled through the next several steps, losing the battle, putting my team together, and finding the Latios. Thankfully, I did not cave under pressure, and managed to catch it after 7,140 knockouts. At the time, I felt satisfied. I saw the hunt through to the end, and I came away with a pretty cool shiny Pokémon. But not long after, I started to feel like one just wasn't enough. I had to do this again. Unfortunately, a lot went down in the following months of 2020, and while I had plenty of free time, my priorities were elsewhere. So about a year later, in February of 21, I played through another file and started up the hunt again. On day 2 of the hunt, a surprise shiny Milotic was sent out second. After a mere 257 knockouts, I was flabbergasted to say the least. Not being at work this time, I managed to record myself performing the glitch for some added proof, and I was able to follow through once again. At this point, both of my hunts came under odds, with Milotic being especially fast. I knew that if I ever tried this again, it would have to take me thousands more knockouts surely. So I took another long break, and I think I'm finally ready to dive back in. Now there's a lot I didn't go into, like what's a good team to do battles with, how do I deal with targets that know explosion. If you, dear viewer, are so bold as to try this hunt yourself, I suggest checking out Primal Swampert's guide. He is one of the only other people I know that caught a shiny in the tower and does a great job describing best practices. Finally, I'll briefly mention some last-minute facts about the glitch so the comment section isn't flooded with the same questions. First, just to reiterate, this glitch can only be performed in Ruby and Sapphire, not Emerald, and not Fire Red and Leaf Green. Second, the IVs of the tower Pokémon are determined by the player's win streak, starting from all 6s and rising to all 31s by the 50th battle. Third, everything about the caught Pokémon is retained from the tower, such as the effort values invested, the held item, etc. Lastly, these Pokémon are technically illegal due to their catch location and the specific PID they receive being generated in the tower. They are, however, fully transferable to later games, partly because catch location is wiped upon transfer, and the PID mismatch is not checked by bank or home. This might be picked up if you're playing online though, so be warned. Without further ado, here's how the last hunt went. What? No way! What? Another one, he says. Or she. Oh my gosh! 609. Well,
is there a murderer here?
and we're back. Wow, okay. Who would have thought? Jeez, only 600 and I guess it's 11 or 610. 610 KOs. And there it is. Well, it's not mine yet. So I have to execute this glitch. So let's go. I guess first things first is I need to do some switches. I guess Golduck, let's go ahead and get rid of Golduck first. I'm pretty sure this Cacturn will have no issue taking me out. Also Dynamic Punch, wow. Maybe, yeah, no, we'll just keep doing that. Wow. I'm kind of speechless, honestly. Like, I thought, for how quick that I got the Milotic last time, I was like, there's no way that it's going to be anywhere close to that. I might even go over odds. And yet, I got this guy. You know what would actually be... Well, no, let's not play with that. Let's just keep switching. I think that's the best strategy right now. This could take some time, some serious time, so... Oh, especially if he's going to be using counter, or she is going to be using counter. What I may end up doing is, whatever the second Pokemon is, if it can take out my Golduck easier, then I might just do that. Why don't I go ahead and use Roar, see what other Pokemon it has. Oh, never mind. Okay. So we're kind of locked in here. That's cool. So yeah, I guess it's just going to be a long process then. Me switching in and out. I could go ahead and use Rest maybe here just to get that going. Yeah, Dynamic Punch, you could be using something better, my guy. Yep, Feint Attack's better. Not bad damage, not bad at all. There you go. Now you're thinking, Cacturn. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful move. Okay. So this will go faster than I expected. Okay. 16 scary faces for you to kill me. Should not be that hard. Not at all. Giga Drain, not your best move, but you go for it. Any attack should be okay. All right. Just one more should be good. Giga Drain. There we go. Okay. So now we're rolling. We are rolling. All right. So now, got to get my team together. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Add you. Add you. A flyer. Well, I might as well keep this Golduck in here. It's not going to be much help for Cacturn, but whatever. Okay. Alrighty, let's get going. shoot. My heart's beating so quickly. It's because the smallest mistake could ruin it. So I don't want to make any silly mistakes. So let's just take it easy up here. No sudden moves. Okay. Max Repel, yeah. Max Repel is active. Pokedex. Get down there. Okay, Latios. And not my route. Now here's another potentially long process, but we'll see. Last time I got pretty lucky, so it's fairly close to my route. Maybe it'll pop in a bit. Okay, we are in position. Now, I just gotta double check my team here. Gengar is ready. Is this the right Smeargle here? Yep, that's the right one there. Mean look, mean look, mean look. Okay. We are ready to go. Do it. Alrighty, come on, Latios. Jeez. There we go. All right, folks, it's time to execute this glitch. So, first thing, mean look. Don't mess that up. All right. Next, explode this boy. Use next Pokemon. Let's do Smeargle number 2 first. All right. Yes. Wow. All right, mean look. We're golden. Can't escape. What should I do? I guess start with Super Fang. It may probably be best to switch to the Spore Smeargle because that one can put it to sleep. Let's do that. Alright. Now, I'm just going to use Mean Look again just for, yeah, that passed over obviously because of Baton Pass, but I'm not taking any chances. Not with this guy. Okay. Spore works on grass types in Gen 3, which is very nice. Okay, now, false swipe. Right in the red. And now we just pick what ball we want. So I obviously, repeat ball matches the red kind of nicely, actually. But I could do nest ball, too. Timer ball would be fun, actually. Hold on. Shoot. Which one? I guess... yeah, let's do repeat ball. I think that'll be good. And there you have it. My third shiny from the Battle Tower is caught. Holy crap. I will not nickname this now, I'll do it later. Well folks, I did it. For the third and probably final time, I've got a shiny from the Battle Tower. Now I just want to take a moment and show everyone exactly what the deal is, that I'm not cheating. This is totally legit, totally on retail hardware. So first, I'm using this Game Boy SP connected to my GameCube. And my GameCube has the Game Boy player with Pokémon Ruby playing in it. And that is currently hooked up to my monitor. So yeah, no tomfoolery, no hijinks of any kind. This is totally legit. You can do this on retail. That is totally what's going on right now. Okay, excuse the chair noises. All right, so let us go down and check this guy out, or this girl. I keep saying guy, but this is a female cacturn. So we want to be sensitive to that. All right. Okay. And it has the scope lens. Interesting hold item. But yeah, it is bold. So, I don't know, probably doesn't do much for it, but it's got the scope lens. Interesting moveset. I think, yeah, not too bad, not too good either. But let's quickly send this guy out just for a little showcase. I cannot believe it. You guys, this was insane. All right. That's a cute little oddish. And that is a shiny cacturn from the Battle Tower. Unreal. Cacturn is really cool, by the way. I'm very happy that I got Cacturn. Is it the most competitively viable Pokemon that I could have found? No, but look at it. It's just so cool. The red on it, very nice change. Man, I can't believe it. So, what am I going to do now? And there you have it. Another shiny successfully rescued from the Battle Tower. If it wasn't obvious from my reaction, I was certainly surprised how quickly things wrapped up. All the more reason not to push my luck any further. But you know, I do have a team of 3 Pokemon here, all with unique typings and movesets. Why don't I see how far I can go in the tower? They are from the Battle Tower after all, so in theory they should be pretty good, right?
Wrong!
I put the team together in catch order and didn't change anything about the sets. Same moves, EVs, and items. My initial goal was to reach a 50-win streak, which I think is impressive enough for a randomly assembled team, but after playing for a bit, I realized you have to win 56 battles to earn the winning ribbon. And I mean, come on, it's called the winning ribbon. Am I really winning if I don't earn the winning ribbon? I need one more win, and I will finally be done with this. Can I get a good matchup, please? Can I please get a good matchup? Oh my gosh, Regirock. Well, that's not great to send out first, but we will take it. Okay. Milotic. Let's do Milotic. I knew it. I knew it was going to do Explosion. And of course, you're not living that. Okay. I may have made a big mistake, but we will see. We will see. Ah, shoot. Swampert. Shit, I can't just switch. Oh, get a status. Blizzard. Oh my god. This cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. So now I have... It has to miss with Blizzard. It has to miss with... Are you f***ing kidding me? Oh my god. I'm alive. Oh my god. But what's the third one? What is the third Mon? What is it? I am one Pokemon away. What is it? Latios. Latios? Yeah, oh, that's f***ing great. That's f***ing terrific. Are you f***ing kidding me? Ah! Please. I'm kind of sick of this tower. Okay. All right, good start. Regirock. I'll take that. Okay. Explosion. We're not looking too bad. Let's go Dodrio again. What is it? Glalie. I think we're sitting pretty. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. Yeah, even you taking me out. Yeah. I think we did it. Unless something goes horribly wrong, which it could, it really could. But I think we got it. That's it. Finally. Oh man. That feels good to get right after that tough loss. Oh man, we did it. We did it. It's over. I will never do this again. I may never even do the battle tower again. I mean, I guess I have to if I ever do a Ribbon Master, but like, jeez. That was brutal. All right, let's see how much farther we can go. Thank you all so much for watching.